This question comes from Alex, who asks, what if a supervolcano erupted tomorrow?
Supervolcanoes are massive volcanic systems capable of producing eruptions thousands of times more powerful than regular volcanoes. The last eruption of a supervolcano, like Yellowstone's, occurred roughly 640,000 years ago. But what would happen if one erupted today?
Let's start with the immediate effects. A supervolcano eruption would eject hundreds of cubic kilometers of magma, ash, and gases into the atmosphere. Nearby regions would be obliterated instantly.
Cities, towns, and entire ecosystems within hundreds of kilometers could be buried under tens of meters of ash. The pyroclastic flows, fast-moving currents of hot gas and volcanic matter, would obliterate everything in their path.
But the disaster wouldn't stop at local destruction. The ash would spread across continents, darkening the sky and blocking sunlight. Air travel would grind to a halt as ash clouds damage airplane engines. Roads, bridges, and infrastructure far from the eruption site would be coated with ash, making transportation nearly impossible.
The atmosphere would be hit with massive amounts of volcanic gases. Sulfur dioxide would form aerosols, reflecting sunlight and causing a sharp drop in global temperatures, a volcanic winter.
Agriculture worldwide would collapse as crops failed due to lack of sunlight and cooler temperatures. Food shortages could last for years, affecting billions of people.
Economies would be severely impacted. Energy grids could fail from ash damaging solar panels and power plants. Water supplies would be contaminated with ash and acid rain. Trade and supply chains would be disrupted globally.
The eruption would also have longer-term climate effects. The volcanic winter could last for a decade, causing widespread famine. Temperatures might drop several degrees Celsius, enough to affect ecosystems and migration patterns of animals. Glaciers could advance, sea ice could expand, and weather patterns would be completely altered.
Wildlife would suffer massively. Plants would die from a lack of sunlight, insects and herbivores would starve, and predators would follow. Marine life could also be affected, as ash and acidic rain runoff changes the chemistry of oceans and rivers.
Humans would face catastrophic survival challenges. Large-scale evacuations would be nearly impossible due to ash-choked roads and destroyed infrastructure.
Cities far from the eruption would still face air quality issues, falling ash, and potential famine. Governments and organizations would need unprecedented global coordination to provide food, clean water, and medical care.
Could we survive a supervolcano eruption? Some people might take refuge underground or in remote areas. Food storage, water purification, and self-sufficient communities would be crucial. But for most of humanity, the immediate years following the eruption would be extremely harsh.
Interestingly, supervolcanoes also reshape the planet over the long term. New fertile soils form from volcanic ash, leading to rich agricultural regions centuries later. Landscapes change dramatically, creating lakes, calderas, and mountain ranges. Life eventually rebounds, but the initial impact would be a global catastrophe. So, if a supervolcano erupted tomorrow, it would not just be a local disaster, it would be a planetary-scale event. The eruption would darken skies, disrupt climates, collapse ecosystems, and challenge humanity in ways we can barely imagine. While these eruptions are rare, their potential impact reminds us how fragile our civilization is compared to the forces of nature.
In short, supervolcanoes are among the most powerful and unpredictable forces on Earth. Their eruption could change life on our planet forever, and the best defense is awareness, monitoring, and preparation.